Today we're catching some sun and waves with Ron, a QHS member whose life is as vibrant and refreshing as a seaside breeze. What currents brought him to the sunny shores of the quantum shift? Let's surf behind the scenes to see the waves he's been riding.
Hi, my name is Ron, and I'm here to tell you my story, QHS. My parents, my mother was from Bainbridge, and my father's from Ohio. My father met her at beginning of war, 1941, June 7th. He joined the Navy, underage, but he got in. And so he was in the Navy for a short stint, and they found him and they kicked him out. And my mom met him at Bainbridge Naval Center, and they got married. He was a foreman for her father in Pennsylvania, and they bought a farm down in Rise to Sun, Maryland. It was kind of a rundown place, but it's 108 acres. I had two brothers. One is 75 today, and Norman was 30. He died from a coma. They had medical care at a hospital. He got staph infection, and he was in a coma for 10 years, and my mom and dad took care of him till they died. I was raised on the farm. I was the youngest, and of course, three sons, always in the trouble, always fighting. But it was a good time. My parents, they became Christian, and they would go to church on Sunday, and we would have family day. And my parents, I knew that they loved us, but we worked hard. And I was kind of the lazy one in my younger years, but I got along. One thing is, they would always have bill collectors come to the farm. Our phone would get shut off, and the electric would get shut off. And I remember this. It embedded me into knowing what being in debt was. But my parents, they loved us. And so my mom worked full-time on the farm, and she was a housewife, and she worked full-time job. My father, he worked full-time jobs and worked on the farm, and they didn't sleep much, but we were happy. We always knew what hard work was. I got my first job about 16 years of age, and I made my first dollar. I made $1 an hour, and that was big money then. And I realized that dollar, that's what I wanted to do. So I worked some jobs, and then I joined the Maryland State Police in 1973. I became a police cadet at 19 and a half years, and then went into the state police at 21 years. So I was with them. That was my passion. I loved it. I ate it. I breathed it. It was fantastic. Matter of fact, I couldn't believe they paid me to do the job, but they did. I met my wife, saw her, while I was a trooper. I met her at about 73. I joined the state police, and I got married in 77. So I moved back up to Rising Sun, Maryland. I bought 10 acres and built a house. Built it myself, took off leave. I had accumulated leave, and I built the house myself. So my while we were up here in Rising Sun, I got involved with a business. I bought my first property, and then I bought another property. Then I got involved in business with movie theaters, and I liked it. I had a passion for business. So I bought a business and business after business, and house after house after house, and had rental properties. So I was busy. I would work state police 8 to 12 hours a day overtime. I was one of the best workers, and then I worked a hardware store. I bought a building, and it had been a hardware store, and he went bankrupt. I bought the building and decided what I would do with it, and I wanted to open up a business. So I opened up the hardware store, and it was a small building. But from there, I grew it, and I planted it, and I bought land and next to it, and I built into a multi-million-dollar business. In 1990, I had to make a choice between state police and business. And I'd done that once before. And this I could not let go. So I took a semi-retirement from the state police and went to my home center, which became at that time, and build it and build it. I got involved in building housing developments, big projects. I would buy lots, sell them the materials, and I had a real good act for making business deals, which I did. About 2006, some gentlemen contacted me, and they wanted to buy my location. So I sold it to them for a nice, hefty profit. And I took the business, and I moved up to Route 1, and I built 2 complexes. 3.5 acre lot and a 3.5 acre lot, one right across from each other. I built a mini storage facility, a rental store. I had a pool supply business out there. Across to the other side of the road, I built a home center, buildings, and I built the store was 25,000 square feet, and with apartments above. So I was quite busy, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't take care of myself. I've been diagnosed with diabetes at about age 30, and I started out and it got worse as I got older. It got pretty bad. SAR was trying to keep me straight. Doctors would tell me, slow down, do this, do that, which I did. So I got, but I wouldn't listen to them. I was bent on making my empire. So in 2012, 2008, I bought a dream house in Aruba on the ocean. Fantastic place. And I bought this. This was to be our vacation home. So I would go back and forth. So SAR was down, 2012. I arrived in Aruba from the States, and I was in heart failure. I had a severe heart attack. I finally got well enough here that she flew me home, went right to the hospital and they admitted me. They told me that it was grave and they didn't know whether they were fixing me or not. But they fixed me. So I got, within 17 days, 17 days in the hospital, and from there, I went home to Rising Sun and lived in our apartment. Got well. Within a short period of time, went right back to work. In 2014, I moved to Aruba. So we were living down here full time. We sold our hardware store. I just didn't sell the property, kept all the properties. And since then, I rented them out, and good business. In 2020, I had a mild stroke, and I recovered from it. Went back to the States, then came back to Aruba, and I was fine. In 2021, I had a severe stroke, and I've been trying to recover from that ever since. I was paralyzed on my right side, my leg, and my arm. No movement. My left side is my dominant. It's good. I went to Crenan, and I went back and Crenan Hospital. I was in there for 4 months, therapy and everything. Then I came back to Aruba. That's a big thing. What I learned from all the things I've been into during my life, I have regrets, but I have a lot of positive things too. I have a loving, caring wife who's taken care of me throughout the whole time. She let me do what I wanted to do, and so I made money. But it cost me almost my life. And she stuck by me, watched me, protected me, and she's given so much of herself to see that I succeed. Twice when I was in the hospital, I thought I was passing. And I said to Hashem, I was asked a question, do I want to live or do I want to die? And I said, I shall live and not die. And I made that declaration twice when I was at a crossroads and I thought I was going to pass. So I've declared that ever since. Whenever I feel down and dismal about things, I shall live and not die. So that's my declaration. I've learned to take care of myself. Finally, I try to eat right. I take my insulin right. I'm on a CGM pump. The numbers are under control, and I do what the doctors say. And I go to therapy 4 days a week, and I am getting better. It's been a long, hard process, I realized I have no one to blame except myself. I did all this myself. I could blame the doctors. Ruba wanted me to die. That's our culture here. Don't keep the old living. But I have nobody to blame but myself. I let myself fall into this condition. So I suffer as a result of my wanting to build an empire. So I learned that I have to take care of myself. Nobody else is going to do it. And there's QHS. We joined in 22, October 22. And we got our first V6. Took us about 6 months to get it. But I wear 24 hours except for charge time. It stays on my body. Now I went to go to, I was in the hospital 4 times for, they wanted to amputate my leg, so I wouldn't let them. And my leg was saved. So I've had a lot of ins and outs, hospital stays. I've been in the hospital so many times. But I went to the doctor in October this year. We never told doctors that I'm on the box. And I got my test. I was 80% in my left leg, 60% in my right leg. And they never thought I would do any better than that. But I went that time and I did the testing. And the girl, I said, they were better than last time. She'll never tell me. They won't tell you. Got to see the doc. So I went to the doctor. I said, Doc, how you doing? He said, well, you know, you're 100% in that left leg. And your right leg, you're at 80%. I said, wow, Doc, that's great. He said, I've never seen that much like that. That was CEM, yes. That's what it's done for me, and other things. So I'm quite pleased with that I joined QHS and what it's done for me. I hear a lot of complaints, but you know, it takes time. You don't know what the sensor is working on. Right now, I'm doing the healing touch. I don't see anything significant. I've had it about 2 weeks, but you don't know what it's working on. My breathing, I have a breathing machine. I'm down to doing 1 to 4. I was doing 77. My strokes were caused by lack of oxygen. I was 77, stop breathing in a minute. 77 times. They told me I had to run in there, emergency, and get a damn thing on me. And but now, 1 an hour, 4 an hour. That's the healing touch could be doing that. It could be working on my heart. It could be working on my kidneys. It could be working on anything. I won't know. But when I go to the doctors, their testing will tell me. So I'm quite behind QHS, and I think it's wonderful, and I think they've done a wonderful job for me. So that's my story. Thank you.
Join us on the Prequel, where every story matters and every voice is heard. Because here at QHS, we're all about healing, learning, and growing together.